Hi, my name is Joanie'S. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a subscriber theme video. Someone reached out to me and said, hey, and I'm like, sure, let's do this. If you're interested in having a session with me, a reading, please contact me through my website, Joani'sWhiteLightHealing.com. This is for entertainment purposes only. See the description underneath this video as well as on my website. I'm going to read off the title as it's a little bit wordy. When truth is revealed, healing after the veil is lifted. I will bring in spirit after I offer my words. So first, I'm going to go. I'm not channeling. Going to share some wise words with you. Here we go. So I believe that we are here to learn truth, to awaken, to heal, as well as to have a physical experience as a spirit in a third dimensional reality. And I believe that there is a veil of forgetfulness or unknowing that comes over us with each incarnation. We forget who we are, how we roll, what we've been working on, any contracts that we agreed upon. And then it's go time. And I believe that we become separated from many, many, many truths. People, places, and things. It could be large existential concepts, as well as down to the minutia regarding why you don't like chocolate chips, anything. So this subscriber wasn't talking about the chocolate chips. It was more about bigger concepts and having aha moments regarding truth with emotional, upsetting conclusions. So many of us go through our lives, and at some point along the way, we realize that we were wrong, that we concluded erroneously, that we went down a path or paths that were not for our highest good. Well, I would say that there are no mistakes. I'm not saying bad is good. I'm saying this is a learning ground. This is an earth school to play. The hard knocks they don't feel like play, but we as souls want to experience adversity in order to have the opportunity to grow spiritually. So with each and every moment of one's life, from birth to the close of the life, there are opportunities to make decisions, conclusions, form opinions, and such, take steps, change direction, even fence sit or wobble, and that it's all glorious. When a soul comes to realizations and looks at what has come before them with conclusions where there is upset in any way, shape, or form, negative emotions, what does one do? What does one do with these, oh my gosh, look what's here. The veil is lifted, and now I see. Oh my gosh, what does a soul do? I would strongly suggest to remain as grounded as possible, centered, balanced. That is for you to figure out. Everyone finds their own way, the healthiest way possible, if possible. Mind-altering methods move someone away and numb them from facing what they need to face, easing and inching into truth, uncovering slowly. If it is at all possible, is recommended versus ripping the Band-Aid off. But the Band-Aid might rip off fast in your mind, or something might be presented to you that is very sudden. Whatever the case, being grounded, centered, balanced is very, very important. If you weren't balanced before, it is to get help. I strongly recommend getting professional help, mental health help, if possible. A lot of ahas and truths when the veil is lifted are shocking. People can be mortified. They could go into a state of shock, feeling disgrace. One might self-minimize. There are many things that a person might do upon learning truth. So grounding, remaining as calm as possible. After that, it's, can you give yourself that comfort, that self-love? And again, if you didn't have that before, that's where getting professional help comes in. So being balanced, grounded, centered is important, and having compassion for self is extremely important. Now, many people go into regret, shame, embarrassment, remorse, the self-blame, and then they might also have contempt and rage and want to be vengeful and finger point. And whichever the case, it is human, yet it is to be felt and released. The emotions are important to experience, yet the learning, the soul growth learning, takes place during this process and then afterwards. I would then say acceptance is key, the A word. We are divinely held, divinely guided. We all have our spirit guides, and that there are no mistakes. Everything is divinely ordered. You might say, yeah, but I made a mistake. Okay, third dimensionally on paper, that is called a mistake. Yet when you transcend it and you go to an existential spiritual place, the mistake is there for you to learn. That's what it's about. It's an opportunity. So accept. And then it's, have I felt my feelings? What do I do with this? Well, healing. Healing after the veil is lifted is key. Do you have a support system? Very important to reach out to those that you trust. And if you do not trust them, and if you feel you might be betrayed, might not be a good idea to open up, because you are looking for love and attention and compassion, support, and kind words, and possibly direction. Again, this is where mental health services come into play. The woulda, coulda, shouldas, the hindsight is 20/20 is oftentimes very much in your face when you learn truth, and that people condemn themselves. Why didn't I? I should have seen that coming. I can't believe that I didn't notice it. How stupid am I? That mofo, they misled me, and so on and so forth. So these feelings and then the regret and shame, it all is mixed in between the emotions and the hindsight. Well, I tell people, if you move yourself back to where you were when you didn't know, you would have made the same conclusions. You were in the dark, or you gave it your best shot and you tried. This is a school for learning's sake. Feel the feelings, stay grounded, get help at any time if you need it. Remind yourself this is an earth school and that you're not forsaken. Everything is divinely ordered. And then after you've done all that, the acceptance, gratitude, and then the big part is asking yourself, what can I learn from this? Do I even know now? Am I so upset? Am I so shocked that I can even answer that? For a lot of people, they might not even be able to have any takeaways until they're on the other side. Many people are very numb and they're just going like a robot, just getting through each day. At some point, you will be able to come up with some pearls of wisdom, some takeaways. What can I learn from this? That's why you're here. And then moving forward, well, I would suggest not hanging your hat on anything like, oh, that's a definite, because expectations are a setup for disappointment. You can make your opinions, you could make your decisions, but they could also change. And that's fabulous. Give yourself a little bit of room in case something turns around or changes or goes sideways or reverses. To be flexible is very, very important in this reality, especially during these combustive times. Give yourself a little bit more play, a little bit more latitude when it comes to making a decision. I've thought a lot of things in my life, and then the veil was lifted over and over again, and there were shockaroo moments, and then I now laugh. I now look back and go, wow, that's amazing that I was over there, and here I am, and how different the beliefs and the ideas and the people, places, and things, and how different I was then as compared to who I am now. The lighter you can be about it, not minimizing, but holding true to your being who you are, and knowing that you are not divinely ordered, and knowing that what you see before you could possibly change while you remain grounded, that's a win. A lot of people get ungrounded when they have truth revealed, and then their world falls apart. Well, what about if your world is strong and then there's a lot going on and that it changes and you just don't know and you hope for the best and you think you know, but if things get wonky, you can actually laugh and go, interesting, I thought it was that, but now it's that. Let's see. Hanging your hat on something. The only thing that I would say I hang my hat on is all is one, that we are all connected as one. Outside of that, we all have our respective realities. We're all coming up with our journey's conclusions, this lifetime and others combined, and that we're all pieces of the oneness having this glorious experience here, there, and everywhere. That's the Joni for you. Now I'm going to put my Joni, my spirit aside, bring in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, the enlightened ones, and see what spirit has to add to what I shared. Here we go. So I have metaphor. Keep yourself on the table and don't fall off. So I see a soul stretched out, flat, stomach down on a table, and that the table starts rocking a bit, but your job as the soul is not to fall off. So it's sort of like an amusement park ride that I see, and that the amusement park is the levity, that is the fun, and that the soul gets on top of it, and it gets a little bit, doesn't go like this, but it's constantly moving, and it shifts in different positions. And with each and every tilt, the soul has the opportunity to learn. It feels like it's haphazard and nonsensical, but we have a way of making it work. We show you things, we demonstrate for you, we give you opportunities, and we laugh because we know that you are held and we love you, and we hope that with each and every step, even if it goes into a dark place, is for you to summon God, summon the peace, summon the friend, summon the one, so you may return to that center while you were in that hollow to find you again. You are not lost, you are determined, and that you are always strength. You have this ability to remove yourself out of where you are, go to a place that is very solitary. It is very human of you, and figure out what happened, and then you slowly can return to that place of knowing, not knowing that everything is constantly in flux. You never know when it will change again. You like going to that more steady place where you know. However, do you truly know it? We give you that. It feels good. It feels very nice when you are in the flow, when you're doing everything the way you want, and then something stops and you get very stunned. You don't know what happened. You don't like it. We understand that. We are with you every step of the way. We have not left. We are holding you. We are always with you. And you shudder and you get afraid, and we hold you. There is contempt and rage and despair. Sudden changes throw you, and we understand. It is difficult for you to manage this. You do not like this. It is always this way. We have seen this over and over again. Contemplate different methods, different ways that you can assist yourself. So in the future, when something rips apart and you look at it and it is flowing with horror, that you know how to manage something that suddenly changes. We are always telling you this, always saying it can be abrupt, it can be sudden. However, whatever the case, you are always able to manage something. Take away what you want. You know that you can find the gems. There are a lot. And that is just a matter of how you go about doing it. We have not left. We continue seeing you. We love you. We want you to be free. We want you to be unencumbered. Release what does not serve. Release all that bothers you. Be a friend to yourself first, and then you will see how you advance. So, that is what I have for you. I hope that the subscriber finds this helpful. Please share this with those you think might enjoy this and where it might assist them. Please like the video. It helps with the algorithm. And comment below. I learned from another YouTuber that the comments seem to get things going. Subscribe if you haven't. Press the bell all icon and you'll receive notifications when I put out a video. And if you have any requests for future themes, put them in any comment section. I hope this assisted. I'll see you again. Bye, y'all.